The Schumer shutdown is another step closer to finally coming to an end. Let's go.
On this vote, the yeas are 60 and the nays are 40. 3/5 of the Senate duly chosen and sworn, having voted in the affirmative. The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
They've known the entire time we just needed 60 votes, reopen the government for the American people so they can start receiving their benefits once again, so our federal employees and our military can start receiving paychecks again, which of course is why I believe congressmen and women should not get paid during government shutdowns. The point is, they all knew we just had to hit that 60 vote threshold. They knew that. They've been playing in the American people's faces, utilizing the media, and the Democrats are superior of social media. That we've come to learn. And of course, they've been feeding the American people, oh, if Republicans hold the executive branch, the Senate, the House, they should be able to get this done. The whole time they knew it was just 60 votes. Here's my proof.
Senate needs 60 votes to pass a bill.
These days you need 60 votes for everything?
You need 60 votes.
Requires 60 votes in the United States Senate.
But in the Senate, you've got this rule where you got to get, these days, 60 votes.
You need 60 votes to get major things done.
60 votes, and you can block it with 40.
The United States Senate, you've got to have 60 votes for everything.
You still have to deal with 60 votes.
You need 60 votes to pass a law in the Senate.
60 votes to get anything passed.
You need 60 votes?
You need 60 votes. We need 60 votes.
And we need 60 votes.
Not 50 votes.
60 votes.
Obviously, you need 60 votes. Everything requires 60 votes.
And we've got to get 60 votes in the Senate.
If you don't have 60 votes, you can't get legislation passed.
Say that in plain English, it means you have to have 60 votes.
We need 60 votes in the Senate.
You need 60 votes.
You still need 60 votes over in the Senate.
With spending bills subject to 60 votes.
If you couldn't get 60 votes, you couldn't get something moving.
And of course, the Senate requires 60 votes.
It's a supermajority. You need 60 votes.
You've got to get essentially 60 votes in order to get anything through the Senate.
In the Senate, you know, they need 60 votes.
Something called a filibuster that requires 60 votes.
You need 60 votes.
You still need 60 votes.
They need 60 votes.
Because you need Democrats and Republicans to pass a bill.
You need Democratic votes to pass a budget. Everybody's known that. That's been the rule in the Senate for years.
So when I tell you guys, they do not care about you or your well-being, you're just a pawn on their chessboard. They knew this the entire time. They went on this entire media campaign telling you guys that the Republicans were responsible. Again, this is why the Democratic Party will continue to keep you down, and they will continue to lie to you because they do not care about you. You are just a useful pawn in this game that they are playing. They're really just a bunch of Marxists who mask themselves as an American Democratic Party. That's really what it is.
Well, there you have it. Democrats just caved and bent the knee to Donald Trump and the Republicans. The government has been shut down for 40 days, and one of the main things that Democrats were asking for is an extension of the ACA subsidies so people have affordable health care that they can access. And the Republicans left it out of the bill, and we agreed. We agreed to that. People's premiums were doubling, tripling. And now the agreement is that we hope Republicans vote on it in December, which doesn't even guarantee a vote in the House. It is pathetic. And let me be clear, not every Democrat voted with the Republicans, so I'm going to read the names of the Democratic senators who did. You have Hassan from New Hampshire, Shaheen from New Hampshire, Fetterman, of course, from Pennsylvania, King from Maine, Kane from Virginia, Cortez Masto from Nevada, Rosen from Nevada, and Durbin from Illinois. Republicans are the reason for the shutdown. They're the reason that healthcare prices are going to skyrocket for over 20 million Americans, but Democrats just allowed them to do it. We allowed them. We bent the knee, we caved. It is pathetic.
We have breaking news right now. Senators have reached a deal to reopen the federal government, with some suggesting that Democrats are caving.
Oh my God!
So it turns out that Chuck Schumer was indeed behind the Democrat plan to cave.
We have treason in the ranks. And I guess whoever these folks are must want to be primaried.
What? This is all they're going to get is a promise.
The absolute cowardice of Senate Democrats. You will be primaried. We're coming for you, and we're not going to let you forget it. Do not get it twisted. You can get it braided. Don't get it twisted. We're coming.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you serious? This is just crazy to me. Like, they gave up this easily. Wow.
My dogs are not happy about it either.
Stop.
So basically the Democrats caved. But let's just be real with this.
So it appears the Democrats are caving.
But hold on, why are Democrats so angry? I thought this is what we wanted. I thought this is where we could all agree this was the best path forward. Let's get our military men, our federal employees, let's get them paid again. Let's get those paychecks out. Let's get our flights out on time. We don't have to worry about 5-hour delays anymore, right? Isn't that what we wanted? Oh, you guys are mad that you cannot use American rage as leverage to get your wish list out. We cannot allow American taxpayer money to subsidize the whole world. If these benefits are exclusively for Americans, that's a different conversation. We can make that work. But if there's no requirement for you to be an American citizen to receive these benefits, then we're not using our taxpayer dollars to pay for it. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. And it sounds like Chuck Schumer should have read The Art of the Deal by Donald J. Trump.
Emotional, damn it!
He gave you his word. We'll revisit. These Obamacare subsidies are getting ready to expire come December. Good luck with that one.
Update from the Senate floor. It is 10:20 p.m. This is after those Senate Democrats crossed the aisle to vote with Republicans to end the shutdown. There is another vote that has to happen to finalize this decision. So if one of these people is your senator, you need to start calling them and telling them how you feel about them ending a shutdown without getting any concessions. Word on the street is Senator Kaine and Senator Rosen are both willing to consider voting no on the final vote. There's also talk that the senators from New Hampshire, that's Shaheen and Hassan, are also willing to consider changing their votes back to no if they hear from enough constituents that they don't want them to vote with Republicans and end the shutdown for nothing. If any of these people are your senator, you should be giving them a call anyway, but that's a little bit of the tea on the folks who got freaked out after seeing the public's reaction to them voting yes with the Republicans on this first vote.
See how you can't win? We received no concessions. What do you mean? I'm telling you guys, once the general population starts to open their eyes and starts paying attention, you guys, they're playing you like a fiddle. As long as you continue to listen to the nonsense that they spew, you'll be forever under their spell. Open your eyes, open your ears, pay attention to what they're saying and how they move. You're pawns, you're useful, and you continue to allow them to manipulate you emotionally. They don't consider American people receiving their benefits and their pay any worthy prize of a 40-day government shutdown. Insane.
Water is wet, the sky is blue, the Democrats caved. What else is new? I have so many thoughts about this. In case you have missed it, 10 senators. I haven't even gone through the full list because they pissed me off. But it's 10 Democratic senators have agreed to a deal with the Republicans to open the government. And it is, they let the Republicans play in their faces so much. And y'all knew good and doggone well that y'all not built for this. Y'all not petty enough for this. Y'all not strategic enough for this. Y'all don't stand 10 toes down enough for this. Y'all know that's who y'all are. So if y'all know that's who you are, then don't play in our faces and waste our time for a month. We didn't have to do all this. You could have just, if you weren't gonna hold the line, then just say that day 2 of the shutdown. We didn't have to do all this. That's what really irritates me. I haven't even gone through the list of all the senators, of everyone that's voting yes for this, all the senators, because I know it's gonna piss me off. First person voting no is Chuck Schumer. I said, Chuck, quit playing with me. You think we dumb. 10 of your senators said yes to this, which means that you agreed with this, but you felt like that, I have to hold the line and vote no because people question my leadership. Chuck, 2 things can happen here. One, if 10 of your people all got together and decided to vote yes, and you told them not to do that, then you aren't a good leader. Or if you set up in that room and say, okay, you 10 vote no, and you 10 vote yes, and I'll vote no, so I can save face. There's no scenario here, Chuck, where you come off like a good leader. Ain't no one. I'm gonna tell you right now, every person that's running for Senate as a Democrat for next year for the midterms, you all are going to be asked a question about whether you support Chuck Schumer's leadership. And I guarantee you, a condition of the Democrats winning back, the Democrats cannot win back the Senate, and it's a possibility, y'all. It's a possibility. The Democrats cannot win back the Senate with Chuck Schumer in leadership. It's just, it don't make a lick of sense. Then on the other side of the House of Congress, we have the House saying, we don't support this. So on top of y'all knew that y'all were not built for this from jump. So y'all shouldn't have even done all this for 30 days. First and foremost, now we sitting here, I made this deal that the House does not agree to. So what are we doing? What is the purpose of this? Then I start going through. I haven't read the whole list of senators because I know it's going to piss me off. They're voting right now.
I agree. Democrats have, of course, tossed Schumer to the side. He's definitely going to retire. There's no need for him anymore. They really placed all their eggs in this basket. They wanted him to keep this going. And this is more so a side note. I think this is more so the direction of where the Democratic Party is going. I'm telling you guys right now, liberals are tired of more center-left Democratic politicians. They're done with those days. Those days are over. They don't want them to be willing to be reasonable. They want far leftists now. And this explains the whole trend with the Zohar Mamdani out in New York City, the AOCs of the world. They're looking for more far leftists, more radical leftists who are willing to implement change quickly. They want to accelerate change now. They're tired, of course, playing ball. They don't like playing ball. They don't like the old Democratic establishment. We're going to start seeing this more and more throughout the country, where we see more radical leftists who are outspoken communists. They're going to get elected into high positions of power, whether it's the mayorship or governor. More U.S. senators will be outspoken about communism and proud Marxists. We're going to see that. They're tired of the old guard. It's time for the new. With that being said, we're one step closer. Again, everything needs to move next to the House, and then from there on to the desk of the president. You guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and Christ is King. Deuces.